Hey, what's up, Quesadilla? Sorry about that long starting soon screen there. Unnecessary. That works. Okay. Let me get this connected. Yeah, we're pretty much done with RE2, to be honest with you. We have like maybe 5-10 minutes left of Claire B, and then we're totally done. And probably more like 15 minutes, to be fair. We have to do the whole lab section as Claire. Oh man. Yeah, let me fix my volume here. Oh yeah, our AC is broken again, so that's fun. Dude, something is like inherently wrong about our AC at this apartment. They'll come by and fix it, and within 2 weeks, it's already busted again. I think we've put in 5 or 6 maintenance requests, and the weird part is they've replaced our indoor and outdoor unit, and it still keeps breaking. And we're not doing anything wrong with it. We're literally just setting it to like 68 or 69 and leaving it there for a few days. And then eventually it just breaks. It's like we got a DOA, not a DOA, but it's like we got a lemon fucking unit or something, dude. It's fucked up. It just will not, under any circumstances, stay working for longer than like a week or two now. It was working great for a while. I mean, it was like ice cold, but yeah, not anymore. So another maintenance request it is, and they're probably going to be like, what the fuck? We were just there to fix it. It's like, yeah, I know. And it was just working too, and it's no longer working, so. Like, what do you want me to say? Anyway, what's going on, Quesadilla? Sorry for the late start, guys. I had a fairly busy day today. But Twitch, or OBS was also giving me an issue where whenever I would start OBS, it would immediately give me a message that it could not auto-authenticate with Twitch. And I just had to keep restarting it. And I was like, okay, well, fuck it, I'll update OBS. And then after I updated it, I had to reboot it a couple more times, and then it worked. So, weird. Usually when I have issues, it's not Twitch, it's usually OBS. I don't know what that's all about, but whatever. We got it to work and we're here now. I see a lot of people are playing Silent Hill 2 Remake these days because of that final update that just got announced. Or no, Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition, because of that final update that just got released. We just played that a few weeks ago, so I may sit tight on that for right now. Don't clip that out of context, please. but I may just not play that right now. Probably wait till we get a little bit closer to remake, and then, you know, make our own decisions about what to do at that point. Yeah, pain in the ass for real. And honestly, you know, I have very little issues with OBS. I really do. I mean, for the most part, it just works. So I don't have many issues. My guy got back with me about the stick. He said that the only thing left to do is the wiring. So he said once that is done, he will send me some photos. And apparently what he does is he sends like a gallery worth of photos before he ships it out, probably for liability's sake, so that people can't say, oh, it was in X, Y, or Z condition when I received it. Because you'd be surprised, dude. It doesn't matter if you're a third-party commission store. It doesn't matter if you're an eBay seller. Dude, people will claim the craziest shit about your selling experience. I've had people on eBay before claim that I pre-damaged audio equipment before I sent it to them so that I wouldn't have to mess with the claim process on eBay. Like, it doesn't even make rational sense what they say. Hang on, my coffee almost spilled. Give me a second. It doesn't even make rational sense what they say. Sometimes they just want to try to get free stuff out of you. And thankfully, whenever I sell things on eBay, I take like an absurdly huge amount of photos, and I also take photos. See, my dad taught me this because my dad was like a prolific eBay seller of like old gaming shit and arcade hardware and stuff, because he's a big proponent of like, you know, refurbishing arcade control panels and stuff. Anyways, and pinball machines and all that. He taught me that. So like, as you're shipping something out, take a bunch of photos of it in the box that you shipped it in. That way you have them for liability's sake, and thankfully I had them. I sent them all over to eBay, and I was like, hey, you know what? You guys decide what you will, but here's the condition of it right before it was fully sealed up and shipped out, and then I got a notification like 6 hours later that they sided with me, so. It can be a nightmare out there, dude. But apparently he sends like a gallery of photos to whoever has commissioned it to A, make sure that it's exactly how they want, and he doesn't have to do any final tweaks, but B, so that you can't say, oh, you damaged it in shipping or whatever, you know, just stupid shit. Because you know people would do that. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the air is busted, but like it's at least not like room temperature air. It's just nowhere near as cold as it should be, you know? Oh shit, I've already dropped 314 frames. My bitrate is bad. What the fuck? Did Twitch change their bitrate? Twitch bitrate limit. No, it's still 6,000. Because whenever I check my bitrate health, it's red. I've only dropped 314 frames. That's nothing in the grand scheme. I don't fucking know, dude. Twitch and OBS are on one tonight. That's what I do know. They're absolutely on one tonight. That I for sure know. You know, I also have to be honest, I've really been thinking about, the Evil Within Akumu playthrough, but guys, that's gonna take weeks. That might be something that we should save for like November and December, trying to complete that. Evil Within Akumu is one of those difficulties that was designed, it is literally like one of those fucking Getting Over It or whatever that game's called, like an incredibly difficult game about climbing. I forget what exactly the title of it is, or Only Up, you know, these types of games. The Evil Within Akumu feels like it was designed by somebody who could see into the future of streamers playing games intentionally to piss themselves off for content, because that's exactly what it is. It is the most brutal, unforgiving, bitch of a difficulty. Excuse that language, but it's true. It is just brutal. And there's nothing that you can really do to ease things up, because even if you're playing perfectly, some fucking, you know, bullet can just fly through the air and hit you. Or that, especially that one chapter with like the snipers, the RE4 ripoff chapter, as I call it. It's like chapter 6. It's well known to be one of the worst chapters in the game, but yeah, it's fucking insane. This fucking knock feature, dude, I swear. I'm just trying. Every now and then, I try to like get a lay of the land just to see what people are up to. And every time I go into their stream, it's like, do you want to knock? Do you want to collaborate? No. I don't want to fucking collaborate right now, dude. They're playing a genre that I'm not even playing. Why would I collab with them? I like the streamers, but damn, I'm not trying to collab with everybody. What the fuck, Twitch? Anyways. Yeah, Evil Within Akumu was a bitch of a difficulty. That was my point in all this. It's brutal. It is unforgiving. And I don't like it. But I like playing it because it's fun to progress through the chapters for streaming purposes. I think I ended on chapter 11. Whatever the chapter is where it's like outdoor and there's skyscrapers and you're swimming in the water. Whatever chapter that is. That's the one I ended on. And I think I did like 3.5 hours attempting this one little segment where these guys keep opening a door and throwing dynamite at you. And then I just kind of called it because I had done like 3 straight weeks of Akumu at that point. And I was like, I can't fucking take this game anymore. Like, the reality is, yes, if I would have stuck with it, I probably would have finished it by now. I mean, for sure, because we're talking like over a year ago now, obviously. If I would have just brute forced that shit and just kept playing it every single stream, I probably would have finished it in another month or so. But you know what, guys? That was miserable. But I will do it again. I've since learned some things. Apparently, the game is notably more difficult on mouse and keyboard. That's something I learned. I also learned that the Steam version is not the optimal version to be doing challenges like that because it apparently did not receive an update. Like, there's a whole ass title update out there that the Steam version never received and still hasn't to this day. But if you play the Windows Store version, it did receive the update, and you get something called the Fighting Chance Pack. And what the Fighting Chance Pack originally was a pre-order bonus for the game. I forget if it was through GameStop or Best Buy or whoever the fuck, but it was a pre-order bonus that would give you access to a better shotgun, a new variety of bolts, and a couple other, like more health from the get-go, that type of shit. So, like, by the time you make it to like chapter 2, you automatically are given the Fighting Chance Pack items when you play the Windows Store version, whereas on the Steam version, you never get that. You would have to punch in a code. And just so you guys know, I decided, you know what? I like the Steam version. I don't want to have to use the Windows Store version. I wonder if I could just go to G2A and pay like 10 cents for one of those Fighting Chance Pack codes. Oh no. It is in fact incredibly expensive. Someone had one on eBay for like $400. Wait, what? And now it's on G2A for $10. What the fuck? Well, $10 is still a fucking ripoff, considering it's like literally a couple items and a new bolt. Yeah, that's actually a complete ripoff. You can buy a full ass game for $10, but yes, there is a code here, of course. Now that I start bitching about it, look. Oh, by the way, can you guys hear the smoke transition? I realized last stream that shit was actually on. I did not realize you guys could hear it because I didn't have monitoring on, so hopefully it's off now. But yeah, this is the Fighting Chance Pack. It has a med kit, a double barrel shotgun, and I think that meant to say incendiary agony bolt, poison agony bolt, and a bunch of green gel. So the green gel is what you use for your character upgrades in this game. So, I mean, look at this shit. A whole ass game for way cheaper. Whereas just this fucking code is $10. That's a ripoff in my mind. So just play the Windows Store version. You know? The only other game I even play on the Windows Store is Resident Evil 7 because it's just better optimized, I've noticed. And also it's really easy to get the Japanese version. So, long ago, a little stamp, you know, me circa 2019, I got really into this stream from a girl called Catlink. And she, at the time, was absolutely grinding. I mean, like 10 hours a day, every single day of her life, grinding Resident Evil 7 speedruns. And at the time, I was like, you know, I liked RE7 casually. I want to see what a speedrun looks like. So I would be there studying everything that she was doing. And I was like, damn, this game looks fun. I want to speedrun this. So I did some research. And apparently, if you switch your Windows Store language to Japanese, which is really easy to do, and you already own Resident Evil 7, you can download their version. You might be asking, why do you need to do that? Because in Japanese media, particularly video games, you cannot show decapitation or dismemberment. The reason for that, I will let you speculate because I'm not going to talk about it on my stream, toss and all that, but it's pretty obvious why. Anyways, so what this means is some cutscenes are inherently different in the Japanese version, like when Ethan gets his arm cut off in the Japanese version, it just leaves a big black scar right here. When Mia goes at his arm with the chainsaw, and the cutscene of them stapling his arm back on, I think is missing. Like, I think it's not even there. The other thing is with the cop, instead of showing his head in the fridge turning into mold, it actually is just a photo of him with a red X over it, which is kind of cheesy, but like, what else could they have done, really? And then when you actually find the cop, and instead of reaching into his neck to grab the snake key and pulling it out, you just walk up and the snake key is right there and his head is still attached. So that version, because of those differences, ends up saving you somewhere in the neighborhood of like 2 minutes worth of animations and missing stuff. So that's why people run it, because it literally gives you an instant minus 2 minutes over the English version. That game is considered 0D. 0D, a 0, C-E-R-O, is the Japanese rating system for games. There's like 0C, D, Z, and a few others. Very similar to the ESRB rating system that we have in the US, just, you know, different letter denominations and stuff. But yeah, if you want to look up why you can't show decapitation or dismemberment in Japanese media like that, feel free, but I can't talk about it here for obvious reasons. However, yeah, that got me majorly into it. So I downloaded the Windows Store version, the 0D version, and I probably spent, this was before I started streaming again, you know, this was way before all that. So I probably spent from that spring all the way until that December just kind of secretly practicing stuff. Like anytime I would be bored, I would just boot the game up and practice stuff. So people wonder, like, it's not like people frequently come to me and ask me, but they're like, dude, how much RE7 have you played? Because you seemingly know everything. Well, yeah, because I spent basically all of 2019 obsessing over the game to such a degree that it would probably be considered unhealthy. Because literally anytime I was bored, I would just boot it up and do stuff, you know? I would just practice boss fights and movement and Madhouse stuff and easy and, you know, casual, normal, casual, standard, and Madhouse. I would practice strats for all three. That's why I know everything that I know. I think my Windows Store version stats are pushing 1,000 hours, and my Steam Store version are like 300 hours. So that's why. Yes, my Steam Store is 294.8 hours, on top of nearly 1,000 hours of a Windows Store version, and a single player game we're talking about. So you know what? Don't ask me why. I get into these phases where I just really, really get into certain things. It's kind of the same deal with fighting games too. Like with this whole fight stick situation, I've really gotten back into Third Strike, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And in Third Strike, I want to show you guys a clip. This was a game that I played off stream a couple days ago against a 12 player. So 12 is a very fucking weird character. He's like an experimental creature that can like mold himself to the shape of his opponents, and it's very, very weird. But this is 12, and I play Ken. So in Third Strike, you can tap forward on the stick with a very tight timing, and you get something called a parry, which is like this little spark. Right there, that's a parry. And when you parry, that little spark happens, and you take no damage, and you can counter instantly. You attack first because their move is still out there. Like, you've parried, their kick or their punch is still out there, and you have enough time after the parry to fully punish them. So this game is known to be incredibly difficult to learn for a multitude of reasons. And I've been becoming obsessed with it lately just because there is so much to learn, and it's not Street Fighter 4, which I'm honestly tired of. It's also considered to be an older, more hardcore game, you know, like there's very difficult, very tough timing mechanics to it. So check this round out. I feel like I fucking went into the Matrix after I played this round. Just watch. I hit this knockdown, dash up, wait just a second. You have to wait like a split second after they wake up. And if you see this first hit, you can confirm that it hit and go ahead and do the rest of your combo, which I do. Boom. So there's a super confirmed combo. And then I press 3 medium punches to build a little bit of meter. Every time you whiff, watch my meter. You can see it goes up a tiny little bit. 1, 2, 3. And then I dash up. I see that he's standing up, so I go low. Uppercut. Second uppercut. To get this second uppercut, you have to do something called a Kara cancel, where you press a kick button and then the punch button for the uppercut within like 2 frames of each other. It's ridiculous the amount of difficult to execute mechanics there are in this game. And then I back up. I knew what he was going to do. I wait. I parry that and uppercut instantly. That entire round looks so simple on paper, but it was incredibly difficult to string all that together and even learn how to do these things. And that's what makes this game so good. It's like there's no shortcuts. You have to learn, you have to get better, you have to improve, you have to learn very tough to execute, like double uppercut, you know, parry into instant uppercut requires your arm to move super fast to get that motion out. It's just an incredibly difficult game. And yeah, there's nothing simple about this at all. But that's the kind of game I love. Hey, what's up, Gummy? Look at that seething feral emoticon. Is that emoticon or emoji? I guess it's emoji. What's the difference between an emoticon and an emoji? I was talking fighting games. Dude, today has literally been one of those days. And I know I sound like, you know, the basic girl in Starbucks, but today has literally been one of those days where fucking everything has gone wrong in one way or another. Like, I missed messages from people at work because I was too busy focused on training. So they had to go ask somebody else, and I was like, dude, I should have answered that on time. Like, and it was everything. Like, I came in here just to sleep after work. I was like, I'm fucking, you know, today was a bitch. I'm gonna lay down. And I walk and I knock over a coffee cup and like break the handle off of it. So it was in several, you know what I mean? Like literally fucking everything was just not working today. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to lay down. Nothing else can go wrong if I just lay down. And that's why I'm here, because I'm just sitting. You know, what can possibly, I mean, a lot can go wrong with Twitch stream, but I'm just sitting here. Not much can happen. Yeah. The good thing is the air is working just well enough that I'm not like sweating and dying in here. Like, it's just cool enough that it's keeping it at like 73 indoors, which is all right. But yeah, I don't know, man. Really liking the, really enjoying the streams lately. Last night I went ahead and exported everything over to YouTube. Oh, what's up, Gummy? Yeah, I was talking about how today has just been one of those days where fucking nothing was working for me at all. Like I was missing the simplest stuff. Because I had a class of trainees today, right? So I was so like hyper focused on the material we were going through that people like my bosses and other coworkers that are on the same like level as me in the company were asking me questions on our work software. Like they were asking me questions on Zoom and I was missing it, getting fucking annoyed and all that. Every time I talk, she's like, I lied, goodbye, forever. You know what? I'll hold that thought. I will hold that thought. I don't want to play. Yeah, I was watching our boy Wood play Sonic Adventure the other day. Those games are such fucking memes, but they're awesome. Every character is a dumbass in it, and they give away Chaos Emeralds in the stupidest ways, but it's still a funny game that I loved a lot as a kid. Because I just thought it was so epic when Sonic ran fast. Yeah, it also probably doesn't help that it's like 60 outside right now. So it's probably like freezing the fucking thing up to have it that cold. I mean, it's 59 outside right now. So it actually just went down to 58. Oh yeah, the new iPhones got announced today. Yay. Everyone needs to know about the new iPhones. It's probably going to be 90% like last year's iPhone. Well, it is going to be the one I'm upgrading to anyway, because I've had the 14 for 2 years now, so just upgrading by default. It's like the same price as the one I'm already using anyway, so. Base 16 Pro is what I'll be moving to. I don't do the Max anymore. I had the 12 Pro Max, and that shit was just way too big for me. I had to and I have huge fucking hands. I had to shimmy my fucking hand up and down the phone to reach the corners. Fuck that, dude. I should not have to do hand gymnastics to reach the corners. The standard Pro size is always perfect for me, so I'm just gonna leave it. What's up, bud? No, dude, for the longest time, I used the 5S, the iPhone 5S with the 4-inch screen. Nowadays, I think the minimum screen you can get is 6.3 inches. I used the 5S for several years, and then I switched to the SE, because the SE had like the 6S components shoved inside of a 5S body. I was totally fine to use that 4-inch screen till the end of time, but eventually they just stopped making it, and I had to upgrade. And then the whole headphone jack situation happened, which, as you can imagine, was like trauma to me. Not really, but... yeah, when that happened, I pretty much was like, alright, AirPod time. Because thankfully they did that right when AirPods came out. I have tiny hands, what? I mean, I can't, show something for scale. No, it was just, I just got comfortable with it, dude. I would hold the phone, at the top of my hand. I would just sit it in the top of my hand. and use it like that. But yeah, no, the one that I can't fuck with is the Max. The Max is way too fucking big. Big time. I had the 12 Pro Max and that shit was not happening, not working. So I think nowadays, like, everybody wears their fucking Apple Watch when they walk. I still put my phone in my pocket because I'm like, man, if I need something, if I need to do something more than just like sending a message or whatever. Never had the makings of a oh no. Are you gonna Kwame Brown me? Yep. When I went into Pro Counter-Strike, small hands, small feet, absolute scrub. What's the big selling point this time? Same shit. Better camera, better fucking processor, and that's really all I saw. Yeah, there's like iOS 18 has a feature that utilizes AI, but as far as the actual hardware, it looks fucking identical to the 15 Pro. They say the camera's better. They say the processor's faster. I don't know. All I know is my 14 Pro Max has been in this fucking $5 case for like 2 years, and it's been solid, you know. But I just don't really mess with. I just don't really care so much about the specs or whatever. Like when it's time to upgrade, I'll upgrade. That's it. That's really all I care about now. I don't sit here like back in the day. I cared about gaming performance, and now I'm like, man, who the fuck? Literally, who the fuck still plays games on their phone? I really don't know who the fuck still does that. I don't know of anybody. Not a single person in like my inner circle plays mobile games anymore. I mean, Genshin Impact was a thing for a while, but the fuck? Like, I guess that was mobile. Yeah, camera's cool because like I do a lot of eBay selling and stuff. So I mean, I guess in a way camera quality matters, although I'm sure eBay probably compresses the shit out of the photos and it's not obviously it's not as good as it would be straight from the sensor, whatever the fuck. But yeah, like I do a lot of selling on eBay, and of course, you know, I like a good camera. I like the best camera possible on a phone. Why not? Oh god, Pokemon Go. You know, funny thing about that is one of my subs, Wang in my zipper, was literally telling me yesterday that because I won't shut the fuck up about taking walks and stuff, that he's been motivated lately, and he's been out playing Pokemon Go because of that. Look. He said, I play Pokemon Go while I do it, so it makes it better to be walking. Man. I remember when that shit first came out. My god, I was working in retail at the time, and we set up. Oh, I'm not responsible. I've never recommended anybody install that shit. Don't pin this on me, Lariat. Don't pin this on me. But here's the. That's what he said. Play Pokemon Go while I do it, so it makes it better to be walking. Anyways, whenever that shit first came out, so I was in retail. I'll just say it. I was working at Walmart at the time. This was what, 2016? I was just working my way up in the world. I hadn't discovered my career path in IT yet. I was just a kid, literally a kid, just working retail to pay the bills and shit. And we set up this table in the front because, you know, there were like, I think there were like 3 teams in the game. You could pick like the blue team, the yellow team, or the red team. So we set up this table, and there was like a shit ton of blue Gatorades, lemon lime Gatorade, and red Gatorade, fruit punch, whatever. And just a bunch of like travel stuff, you know, like cases for people's phones, armbands so they could put their phones on their arm and all this stuff. I'm not even kidding you. The amount of revenue we made off that table was insane. They would task us all with going back to different areas in the store, pulling shit and placing it on the table. And just because it had anything even remotely Pokemon Go related, that table would be empty within 5 minutes. It basically became, if you want something sold, put it here. Like it was that crazy for a solid like 2 weeks. And the same shit with fidget spinners, man. We got a shipment of fidget spinners in, and we had a fucking line of people coming in. Do you guys have fidget spinners? Do you have metal ones? What colors do you guys have? I'm like, what in the fuck? Where did this come from, dude? It was like the selfie stick thing. Selfie sticks, fucking fidget spinners. Like, what is going on, dude? It's not liquor or alcohol. I mean, if I was drinking it with a straw, I'd give you permission to report me, but it's just coffee, okay? But yeah, that summer was crazy. And I remembered a bunch of people on Facebook Marketplace being like, oh, if you pay me fucking X amount of money, you can come into my backyard and search for Pokemon because I own a bunch of, you know what I mean? Like all the people, these are the motherfuckers who go to Walmart or they go to some big box store when those classic consoles came out with zero intention of actually playing them, and they would just stand in the line talking about how hard they could scalp people on eBay. And I was there for that too. When the NES Classic hit, I saw all these dudes that looked like they were way too old to be... I mean, look, I don't care if you're an older person playing video games. I'm talking like literally these were like HOA board member, 60-plus-year-old dudes standing in line talking like, oh yeah, there's idiots out there that'll pay fucking 150, 200 bucks for these things. I'm going to buy 7 of them and scalp everybody on eBay. Like, they were literally just saying this stuff. So we had to put a limit of 2 per... 2 per customer, and they were not so pleased about that, but man, fuck yourself. Not even gonna sit here and be like, you're damaging gaming, but it's like, man, you literally spent your time and effort coming to this location just to scam people. Fuck yourself. I mean, true, sure, they could be bullshitting about it or whatever, but... And the same thing happened with PS5s. I was out of retail when the PS5 came out, but I heard from people that still worked at that store that it was happening big time. I'll tell you guys what started me leaving my store. It's a very short story. I'm not even going to get into a big long diatribe. We had these district visits that would happen a lot with higher ups. They would just come and tour the store, to see if everything was up to standards and whatnot. And I was, at the time, I had a position called Site to Store Department Manager. So if you ordered some shit online and we didn't have it in the store, you could order it into the store. It would take 2 or 3 days. It would show up. You would leave a number. I would call the number. I'd say, hey, your shit's ready for pickup. And they would come in. I would go to the register, put in their info. It would tell me where it was stored in the back, okay? Oh, here we go. Oh, apparently he has nothing to say.
Are regular sized. I'll tell you what.
Okay, you got scammed because the channel was muted, so let me redeem myself now. Let's replay. Because I have infinite channel points, I will replay your message because you got scammed. And I'm not that guy, okay? I'm not that kind of guy that I would scam people. Reward is on cooldown? Who the fuck set up this bullet? Okay. Anyways, let me link it and I'll replay the last one. It should work. New updates. Cool. Anyways. So, what happened was... He said, I'm that guy? Oh, shit. Support's going to be pouring in, dude. My career's going to take off. No. You guys know. Anyways, not getting into all that. So anyways, Site to Store Department Manager. This department was right behind the toy department. And this shit was not even my department. But of course, there was a district visit. So they're like, oh, can you go out and like organize that department? Like, it looks pretty bad right now. We don't want this person to see this. I'm like, sure, whatever. So I go out there and I start organizing it. Maybe within 5 minutes of me doing this, here comes like the store manager with the district guy. And the district guy was like, he had like I guess a New Zealand accent because he was from South Africa or whatever. Or no. He had a South African accent. You get what I mean? It was kind of like, similar to that. And they were just talking and, they just looked at me. They don't care about the fucking peons that are working in the store. They're way up. They're way above that. They're probably making like $1 million a year, flying all over the place, whatever. And he walks past and the store manager like taps him on the shoulder. He's like, give me just a second. And he came over to me, grabbed me by the shirt and like rip me toward him, and he goes, yeah, I fired people for less than this, so you need to clean this shithole department up. And like shoved me back. And I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. A Walmart manager doing this, by the way. I'm not, listen, people that know me know I'm actually known for having a really long fuse, but it's like, you're not gonna fucking father-son me in the middle of a store. That's one thing that pisses me off more than anything. And I had a boss in IT that tried that shit too. He tried to come into my office, sit a chair down and sit on it like he was my fucking dad and tell me how the world works. Nah, man, fuck yourself. I'm not listening to that shit. Because what happened in this situation was I was told that there was going to be a higher up position available at this IT department I worked at, and it didn't end up existing. So I just instantly was like, 2 weeks. I'll see y'all later. I'm out. I don't even think I ended up doing the full 2 weeks. I think I ended up leaving before that, but yeah, whenever I announced that I was doing my 2 weeks, here comes the boss. He's like walking in the room. He grabs a chair, turns it around. He's like, I'm just telling you, and this is just general life advice. He's like, this has nothing to do with you putting your 2 weeks in or anything. That was a lie, it did. And he goes, nobody likes a quitter. Okay, bud. Okay, bud. So, you know, now it's kind of interesting because I'm in a position where I'm the one making hiring decisions and doing sort of disciplinary stuff if need be. So it's a little bit of a change, but look, I'm about to be 30, dude. So I couldn't do like the entry level positions anymore. I had to start looking for something that was a little bit more advanced and a little bit higher up. I don't have anything wrong. I don't see anything wrong with entry level positions. I think they're crucial. I think it's important for you to learn how to be a valuable employee and this, that, and the other. But you can only do them for so long before you get fed up with it. And I was kind of in that boat. So I fucked off out of that one, but yeah, I just can't stand when people try to father-son me, dude. Like I don't know basic, you know, decency or whatever the fuck, you get the idea. And Black Friday was also insane in retail. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I was originally from like 2016 to 2018. I was the person that was actually like in the middle of it, like cutting the plastic off of the display items and watching people like get into physical altercations over fucking TVs and towels and all kinds of other shit. So glad they don't do that dumb shit anymore. Now it's just like they do a sale a week on you go online and you pay for it and your shit shows up and you go pick it up. So much better. And sometimes you just have it shipped straight to your house, you know? Way fucking better. Oh yeah, so if that's the case, then I know where OBS is sending that, but see, the only problem is now that means that my fucking transition is going to be making sound again, and I don't want it to. Cooldown is over. My fucking... Okay, can you guys hear this when I do this? Okay, it looks like it didn't make any sound. Never mind. I'm just stupid. Somehow the monitor on the transition got turned back on. It makes this super bassy, annoying sound effect. I don't know. All right, here. I'll use mine because I have infinite points. Boom.
Crooked stamp shaming a great American staple in Walmart. It's a shame that he has been corrupted by Sleepy Joe and Kamala.
Kamala?
So
Excuse
PG
me?
does not care about the protection of black jobs. Apparently he has tiny hands like me. But my hands are regular sized. I'll tell you what.
That was a particularly robotic one, dude. Usually he doesn't sound that robotic. I got you, dude. I got you. I'm giving your coins back. Nobody should have their stamped coins stolen this way. There you go. You got your refund. You did that one twice. So you just got double refunded. Look at that. Look at the generosity. Anybody that comes in here claiming I'm not a generous leader. Yeah, right. Dude, for real though, there are some fucking Twitch chatters out, or there are some Twitch streamers out there that legit think that they're like cult leaders, dude. For real. They're out here like, oh, you know, my community and this, that, and the other. Like, okay, bud. And some of their viewers treat them like they're a cult leader, like they can do no wrong, you know? Which we don't need to talk about Dr. Disrespect, but I think all of you know that that's going to be an example of that. Went off on not subbing. That was Bad Bunny, was it not? Are you talking about the one that insulted her viewers for not subbing for an hour? Or are you talking about the other Invader Vi or whatever that said, you know, if you have time to watch Twitch, you should have time to go make $5 to donate to me or whatever? Invader Vi? Yeah, that was fucking really bad. Literally, if you search her name on YouTube, like the second autofill is, $5. Dude, she ended up doing a crazy damage control apology too. Her apology video was like 35 minutes long. It was a whole ass fucking feature-length TV show episode. No, she unfortunately did not have a ukulele, but we actually did a YouTuber apology tier list recently. That shit was fun. That shit was really fun. Because there's so many, dude. There's so many. The Logan Paul apology was up there. The T. Martin apology was way up there. Because he even did... I think T. Martin may have started the stereotype of putting your dog in the video to try to garner sympathy. The very first thing in his video is him, like, playing with his dog's paws, like, I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, Cooper. Like, what the fuck, dude? Get your dog out of the fucking... Get your dog out of the frame, idiot. Has no business being there. Oh no, DSP's king streak finally came to an end. His king streak of $150 a month. Did you guys see that he pretty much slipped right back into being a lol cow after his conversation with Stuttering Craig? He just can't help himself. And that's why they're called lol cows, and that's why I'm happy he didn't respond to my email. So, once again, he has started mistreating other people, refusing to apologize, getting incredibly petty, starting arguments for no reason. He's the same old 2010 Phil, and he never changed. And he never will. He had a little spout of support, but it's over now, and the tide is already turning back to people not liking him. By the way, he also admitted to the mobile account being his the whole time, the WWE Champions mobile account. He flat out admitted that that was his the whole time, and he's been lying about it for years. He said the thing that the trolls got him on was the Discord ID. Because apparently he was in WWE Champions, they have factions that you can join, and they use Discord to communicate. So people caught him in one of those Discords, and he was like pretending not to be DSP. He's like, apparently I have the same name of some dumb streamer that they hate. And people got a screenshot of his unique Discord ID, which is like, they call me DSP number 4048, and it just happened to be the exact same one that was in the leaked mod Discord that he had. That's undeniable. You can't deny that. And yet, there he did. He continued to deny it for like 2 or 3 years. I'm plugging this in. Shoutouts to Brooke. I'm not sponsored, but shoutouts to Brooke. This adapter is goated. I just can't have this and my stick plugged in because it'll try to use the stick to control Resident Evil, and that is fucking terrible, so. You know, Lariat probably laughs at my stories. He probably thinks I'm the most sheltered little bitch in the world, because he's told some fucking crazy stories about, like, you know, I'm not putting his business out there, but let's just say he's told some wild ass stories of his past and everything, so. When he hears my stories, he probably thinks that I'm such a little bitch, which is fair, because I have lived a fairly sheltered life, but hey. It's a fear assessment. Alright, let's do it. Let's play. Let's switch my total. We don't have much left. We just have like the lab segment as Claire, and that's basically it. And we're doing super, super good on heals and everything. Oh, damn. The Resident Evil 2 Classic category made it to 500,000 followers. Let's go. Oh, shit. Don't deafen people. Okay. Whew. I got scared. It was gonna fucking deafen you guys if I didn't mute it. Big time. Okay. Wait. Why is it? Okay, now I hear literally nothing. Dude, this fucking game, I swear. The audio is so fucked on this port. Once you get it sorted, you're good, but it takes like 3 or 4 boot ups just to get it to work correctly. I wonder if GOG games are easily moddable. I don't think so. Alright, let me mute this shit again. Play as Claire. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Window capture. I should have already been capturing the right window. That's the other thing that's kind of annoying. You have to do window capture. You cannot do can't do game capture because it won't capture the FMVs if you do that. Kind of annoying, but whatever. Not a big deal. What? It just ate my circle input when I tried to... There we go. Oh, Leon's data. Okay. Damn, we have so much ammo. I'm just gonna use this for a bit. Yeah, so pretty much all we have left is the lab section as Claire, so not a lot in B scenario. Or scenario second, shall I say. They don't even call it B on this version. I think I already put the main fuse, right? Yeah, I use Japanese controls. I like circle to confirm and X to cancel. I have a few games that I went on the Japanese PSN store to download, and they all have that control scheme, so I just got used to it over time. Like, almost all my PlayStation 1 games are on that. Silent Hill 4 on PS3 also uses that. I just have gotten used to Japanese control scheme. I prefer it now. Wow, he was un-American. No, dude, it's not accurate. Why did we in America feel the need to switch the controls? I don't get it. Like, it was unnecessary entirely. Fucking useless naked zombies. Yeah, we already read that. Whatever, we're good. Already read this. This is about that. This is about that anti-BOW gas that's like virtually useless. You have to time it correctly when you use it, but I don't need it. I will take that though. Yeah, anyways, anywhere I can remap PlayStation button mapping, I will do it, like emulators and whatnot. I always use circle to confirm, but the only reason why that sucks is because you can't change the on-screen button prompts which tell you to press X. So when I played Rule of Rose, I had to use X to confirm, but like, these buttons were originally designed with a purpose. Like, triangle was for the map, square was for inventory, circle was okay, and X was cancel. No shit. So I would love to know why, in like 1995, America felt that it was necessary, like Sony USA or whatever, felt the need to switch the button mappings around. I have no idea. Run, bitch. Okay, I don't even know if that's hitting them. I'm just doing stuff. I know acid rounds would work. I think that's what I have loaded in here. Really? Well, good thing I had that. Damn, 19 flame? I think flame is actually really good for final boss, so we may save it for that. Or that. You gotta be careful though, because you gotta wait until those fucking vines stop whipping around or they'll hit you after the fact. It also just feels more comfortable, because like you're resting your thumb over here anyway. So pressing, like, the way you're gripping the controller, you're already resting your thumb over circle. So that's also why I prefer it. It actually feels less comfortable to like angle your thumb down and press X to confirm. Anyways, doesn't fucking matter. What does matter is what I'm about to do to Annette. That does matter. Actually, I think in this one, Annette gets hit by a pipe that falls from the ceiling and she just collapses like instantly. Oh. That's a big boy. Bitch. Oh my god. Was it really necessary to put that fucking mini down here? Well, whatever. As long as we're not using first aid sprays, our rank shouldn't get affected too much. Also, did I put my... Okay, it's in the right spot. I just wanted to make sure. I'll save this in case I run into a red. This we need the Mo disc for. Oh shit, I already know which room I needed the vaccine base thing or whatever. Can save here, but I want to use the weapon box key. See, Dr. Red said this, and I agree with him. I think Leon always gets the better weapons. Same deal in Remake. Like, Leon definitely got the better weapons in Remake. Claire's, you know, cowboy-ass six-shooter was cool, but the rest of the weapons, I thought Leon had better ones. Oh, okay. 12 grenade rounds. Well, that'll definitely help. 12 flame and 12 grenade, I'm not complaining. And I have enough pistol to take care of all these guys. They die easily, these. Hey, what's up, Kendo? Appreciate that. Dude, I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys have been resubbing like mad lately. So thank you for that. I appreciate that a lot. You guys have been absolutely going ham on the resubs lately. Twitch even sent me a thing that was like, oh, your subscribers are loving your content. I'm like, that's a lie. I'm just kidding. My chat's mean to me, but I'm okay with it because I meme on myself, okay? Dude, how many are still alive? Holy shit. Look at these bodies, dude. Kendall, wasn't Doc's stream the other day fucking hilarious? If you were in there for the majority of that. Degeneracy that we were just fucking dying laughing at every tiny little thing. I always have fun hanging out in Doc's stream. He streams at some crazy hours nowadays, though. He goes live at like 8 in the morning. Oh, there's our power room key. Yeah. So we need to go all the way back down to the entrance and use this. That card key we need to use for the room that has the scientists in like the corner, in the dark corner. I think we need to log in here, maybe not. Okay, yeah, there's one use of the card key. Do we even need to log in here? You piece of shit, dude. I kind of deserve that, to be fair, but... The least secure system ever. You just type in guest with no password and you're good to go. What in the fuck? What are they thinking on this one? For however much Umbrella's worth, they have some dumbasses working there. I'm gonna save this. I've got a bunch of first aid sprays and shit that I can use. Alright, so we're signed in. We've got the power room key. So we need to head back up. Killed all the lickers and all that shit. There will be some standard zombies down here later, but that's all. Okay, perfect timing. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I wish I didn't have to use these first aid sprays, but we still have 3. Oh my god, dude, we have so much. So much grenade ammo. We can just fucking unload. Oh, and I haven't used this. I haven't used the spark shot, and I also haven't used the machine gun at all, I don't believe. Yeah, I haven't used the submachine gun fucking at all. That's insane. Well, let's put the bow gun up for right now. And let's get the submachine gun out. That's gonna really bail us out here, having that. I'm gonna grab one of these out and use this. Get an ink ribbon and save. And then let's finish this shit out. Should pretty much be there. But now look how the tides have turned, Kendo. You watch me on my stream while you work, and now I watch Doc while I work. You know, it all comes full circle. Oh, there she is.
Annette! Where's Sherry? But I asked her, and she's never even heard of the G virus before. Which room? Tell me. Sherry!
That's the power room, I believe.
No! Annette!
The sample's inside the pendant Sherry's wearing.
I think Claire looks way cooler without the jacket. Without the jacket. Looks cooler with just that. Looks cooler with just that black shirt on. I feel you, man. I've been crazy busy here lately. And I've been trying not to laugh because as I've had my trainees, like I keep thinking about funny shit that's happened on Lariat's stream. Like he goes into Gohan's, you know Gohan, right? T-Hawk player? And he's a hilarious guy. I love Gohan. Shout outs to Gohan. But we go in Gohan's stream and he started like talking to him about the way he said something. Basically what it came down to is he was talking about another streamer and he's like, I'm glad you guys finally came to check out the real action. And then Lariat's like, hey, whoa. Like if somebody said that your stream wasn't the real action, you'd be pissed off. And he just immediately goes like, I am not going to let Lariat get me triggered tonight. And just like walks away. I was just thinking about that the whole fucking day after it happened. Man had to stop himself from being triggered. He was so ready to get mad. Oh, you piece of shit. Wait, isn't there a thing of blue? Isn't there like a bush of blue herbs in here? No. I definitely just got my ass poisoned. Twitch streams are my respite on these turbulent times. I totally feel that, dude. 100%. Maybe that one is here. I need to go in this room anyway. I know there's like a bush of blue somewhere. Okay. I don't think that's it. Oh, no, it is. Okay, more grenade rounds. Damn, we got 23 grenade rounds. Anything I actually need here, though? Not on A, I don't think. Or not on B. No? Or not yet. At least not yet. Oh, I'm in caution. I'm not even... Okay, I thought I was poisoned. I'm not. Why do I still have the ink ribbons, too? I'm just wasting space. Alright, let's go to this power room. Let's get our 23 grenade rounds loaded in. Let's go to the power room. We'll stop by the item box. You idiot! What's up, Wang? Dude, hey, I really appreciate what you told me the other day, man. About you getting out and walking because of me nonstop preaching about it. That's awesome, man. I love hearing that. I'm always happy to hear I've motivated people to get out and do stuff. You know, even if it's just by me nonstop yapping about it. Hey, what's up, Shadow? How you doing, man? Oh, I hate that I'm having to use these first aid sprays, but 50, oh my god, 50 miles? That's insane, dude. I think I only did 50 miles a week a couple times. That's a lot. I need the master key to get this now. That's what my follower list looks like too, Shadow. I have so fucking many people on there, I can barely find who I want to watch half the time. I actually had to recently go through and unfollow a bunch of people just because it was getting too cluttered. Walk, yeah, power walking out. Dude, don't you feel better though, for real? It's actually insane how quick it happens. Alright. Like when I go out and walk, just getting, I don't know why I can't talk, just getting out in the sun makes me feel way better. I guarantee I'm like vitamin D deficient otherwise. Alright. Okay, I still have a first aid spray in case we need it.
Sherry! Help me, Claire!
Let's go, Shadow. 100 is on the way.
Throw it to me! Good girl. Now run, Sherry.
Can't you just leave?
As for you, come and get it. I've got what you want. Come on. Here. This is what you're looking for, right?
Doesn't she throw it?
Then go get it.
Yeah. What a dummy.
Sucker.
What did they do to him? This is the original Mr. X. 1998, baby. Same, Wang. Same. Anytime I'm at a store, I'm trying to move way faster than that. Agreed on that one for sure. All right, let's just get this out for right now. No, I've played the remastered ones before Shadow Man, for sure. I just like to play them with modded costumes and stuff.
Sherry, where are you? Where is she?
Bonk, 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 bonk. That bass line. Whatever. Don't have any ribbons anyway. Like when it's like dun 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 dun. They really nailed the epic escape. Actually though, like the epic escape music was always so good in these games. It's not Resident Evil unless there's an impending explosion of some kind at the end of the game. Yeah, no, for sure. I've played the original and the remake. I enjoy the remake a lot more for streaming and because it just looks so much nicer, but I always love the original. I've probably played original RE4 for close to 1,000 hours. It just never gets old. But I just enjoy the remake more because it's more fun now to me. But, you know, if I were to start fresh, I would probably still prefer the original. Let's go ahead and get the bow gun back out. Just because we're going to need it anyway. May as well have every weapon I can. Not the spark shot, because the spark shot's a piece of shit, but... I'm just going to go ahead and get this back out. Oh yeah, and the acid rounds too. I know, man. I can't fucking wait. On Friday, we're playing that. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for that. I'm more excited for that than I have been for like any AAA game this year. So far. Oh. Oh yeah, stairs are even better.
Mom! Mom!
I just played all 4 Fierce to Fathom games like 2 weeks ago, Shadow. Not trying to call you out, but it is.
Terrible mother, but I still love you. Forgive me.
Hey, you know what? You are a terrible mother. Get fucking called out.
Sherry, we have to go now.
I think she had the master key on her, right? I can't take whatever that is. Yeah, that is the master key, so... Oh, shit. What? Oh, because I need to... No ammo? The scariest one of all? I would say Carson House for me personally. Just because it hits home for me in a lot of ways, and the idea of like a crazy Stalker X is not so out of the realm of possibility for most people. Whereas Ironbark Lookout is a little more out there, and it's not super common that situation would ever happen, you know? A lot of things would have to happen for Ironbark Lookout to be real. No, I mean, you would have to take a job as a park ranger, you'd have to be in the wrong place in the wrong, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's way more factors that would need to happen for you to experience Ironbark Lookout. Whereas the Carson House one is a lot more common, I feel.
stay here, okay? I'll go and get this thing moving.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just love I love both of those. You know, the first two episodes are kind of hit or miss, like especially Home Alone is not a very good episode, like because there's just not a bunch that happens. You could tell it was more of like a test game, but as he got into the second and third games, they got significantly better for sure. Norwood Hitchhike is okay, but 3 and 4 are very, very good horror games. So I can't wait for Woodbury Getaway. Oh yeah, we have to go. Set up the power. I think the platform key is used here. Yep.
Until detonation.
Oh yeah, for sure, like... But, you know, I think they just imply that it's just some random cult. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. But yeah, I mean, definitely the implication is there that it could be that. For sure. You know? Oh yeah, don't I need 2 slots for the plugs? Fuck. Well. Welp. This is probably really stupid. Oh, it is? Yeah, I didn't even know that. Oh, nice, dude. Nice, yeah. Nah, man, getting back on the board, there's nothing that feels better than that. Absolutely. That's awesome. Okay, this is not gonna work. I've got to be... Maybe acid would be good for him? I don't remember what's good for him, actually. Acid is definitely better.
Use this.
Who are you?
Oh shit. Oh god, okay.
You lose, big guy.
Easy. Yeah, but you all, I mean, just learning how to ride and get back on the board is fairly easy, though, I've noticed. The only thing that's tough is actually getting the muscle memory of, like, popping again. That's the one that really sucks. Damn, I still have so much of this ammo, too. Wait, don't I need to... Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be my question. And I really wish we could get a Murder House 2 by Puppet Combo. I think Murder House 2 would be a great idea for a game. Murder House 1 is one of my all-time favorite indie horrors of the past, like, 6 years. I'm not even kidding. Oh, I forgot there was even a... Fuck it, dude. I'm just going lazy mode because I genuinely don't know. I don't care if my rank sucks. I got rank B as Leon. That's the best rank I've ever had in this game. Damn, dude, we're just unloading. It ain't even necessary. Is Assassin's Creed Shadows the Japanese one? Or is that a different one? Yeah. Let's go. Now Leon gets on, and I think we just have our one last fight. I still have a rocket for him. G5 or whatever, G4. Easy. I say as I almost died several times. Don't worry about that though. Yeah, man. It just feels great. Like to get back into that shit. And it's never too late.
You okay? Yes, I'm fine.
Take care of yourself and you'll be good.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
My God has protected you. It will always be with you. Claire. Sherry.
Cause PlayStation. That's why. Yeah, PlayStation 1, the pre-renders look really good and the in-game models look really bad. That's just how games were made back then.
What was that?
Oh, you know exactly what that was. Let's start off with this.
Warning, biohazardous outbreak imminent. The emergency system has been activated. This train will detonate. Repeat, this train will detonate.
And the fucking door locks.
No!
And the door locks.
What's wrong with this thing?
I don't know. The door won't open.
I'll probably use the grenade rounds actually to start out with. This is not Mr. X. This is Birkin still. Yeah, dude, I wouldn't attempt anything like that right now. My ankles would just explode if I did that. For real. You know what? First, let's do this. I'm just gonna use all the rest of this. What? No way was that it. Oh yeah, for sure. If you like credit card or hit yourself in the nuts, like that's it. Legacy gone. You know? Well, that was easy. I just spammed the shit out of it for a couple minutes. 20 seconds of spamming and we win. Let's go. And that's it.
Warning. The self-destruct system has been activated. Each train compartment will detonate sequentially. Repeat.
I know, I don't either. And I tweaked my ankle pretty hard when I first started getting back into it, and I still feel it a little bit, so I don't wanna damage it any further. So I've been taking a bit of a break from skating. But I still love just riding. Casually riding. Casually riding the board never gets old.
That's what I call ugly. Claire, where are you?
You don't give up, do you?
Sherry, what are you doing?
We have to stop the train, right? I can do it.
Sherry! Persistent, aren't you? Well, come and get it.
Which one's the right switch?
Look at all the pixels you can see. I love these cutscenes though, they're so nostalgic.
Claire! Ah!
PlayStation 1 cutscenes in general have a very unique look to them.
Push the switch over there! Got it!
Ugh. Finally.
Are you okay, Sherry?
I'm okay.
Where's Leon? Leon? Leon!
Right here.
Leon!
You're both safe.
Yeah, the train just stops instantly. No problems here.
Die. We've got to get out of here. Move it. Go!
Because as you know, once you hit the brakes, the train stops within 2 seconds.
That was pretty impressive back there, Sherry.
That's it.
It was nothing. I saw someone do that on TV once.
Come on. We've got to move out.
Now what's the problem? Is something following us?
Hey, we still have a job to do. Let's go.
Go? Oh, you can't mean.
Chris, I have to find you.
Jittery ass credits again. I love it though. This sounds, I swear this sounds straight up like Sonic Adventure music. Doesn't it? You can picture Sonic running through a fucking city to this song. Not City Escape, but you know. Fuck yeah, dude. I actually need new pads for my 990s. You guys should see how weird they look without pads. I gave Bridget my pads because I wasn't using the silver pads because I wasn't using the 990s. I've been using the 770s for a while. You know, speaking of Pokemon Go and all that, I was talking about this the other day, Wang. It's kind of crazy how games that are this simple are still so fun and replayable like 20 years later. I mean, this game is 25 years old now, 26 years old. But it's still so fun to play. Like, even now, you can just boot it up and have a ton of fun with it. I mean, this is how you really knew they made these games for, you know, with a lot of passion. But they're still this fun and enjoyable now. A little more practice, we'll be seeing Tofu run, yeah. I still would love to know what the naming contest is. What do they mean, naming contest winner? I need to look that up. Resident Evil 2 Japanese naming contest. Legendary names, dude. Hideki Kamiya, Keiji Inafune, Shinji Mikami. Man, these guys are legendary at Capcom. This is when they were in their platinum era, for real. Fighting games and horror games were the platinum era from like 1996 to 2002. You know, the platinum era for their fighting games ended with CVS2, as far as I'm concerned. Probably a D rank, I would say. Oh, C. Okay, so we got a B rank on Leon and a C rank on Claire. Not bad. I could probably, with some practice, I could do better, but... I know, man, the PS1 trilogy of, the PS1 trilogy of Resident Evil is so fucking excellent. STARS member Brad became a living dead. He's roaming around somewhere in the police station possessing a special key. Find him and help him. Reach to the police station without getting any items. Oh, I forgot that it actually tells you that. Yeah, so people have wondered for years. Apparently Brad is like super, super difficult to kill in this game. He has super high health. People have wondered for years, why is he so hard to kill? And Carcinogen SDA, who's like a big Resident Evil streamer, he actually did a really awesome stream where he played Resident Evil 2 with Kamiya, the director, and like asked him questions that people have always wanted to know and all this other stuff. And he asked him like, why is Brad so hard to kill? And he just answered very simply, he's like, he's a STARS member. Whether he's a zombie or not, he's a STARS member. So of course we had to give him high health. Such a simple answer, and people have been wondering for so long. Yeah. But yeah, people have wondered for a super long time why Brad was so hard to kill in this game, and it's such a simple answer. Let me pee and refill my coffee really quick. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Yeah, you know, Resident Evil 2 never gets old. It really doesn't. I think that, of the trilogy, you want to ask me, my personal favorite is 3. And that's just how it's been for a very long time. There's just something about 3 that really does it for me. Not just that you're playing as Jill. I like the weapons. I like the pacing. I like being chased by Nemesis through the city. I like that it primarily takes place all throughout different parts of the city that you don't get to see in the other 2 games. But if you're asking me what I think is the best overall game, I would say 1. We had this conversation the other day of like, you know, what the best ones are, and I straight up say 1. Oh god. I cannot pick. Yeah, it's really close for me as well, but I can't in good conscience say that 2 or 3 are better games than 1. I just think 1 is the strongest. In terms of concept and what you do and everything else, it's just so good. Very, very good game. Oh, man. Oh my god, dude. I like 2 the most because it was the first one I played. Yeah, the first one I played was actually GameCube Remake. I remember my dad went and bought that and Mario Sunshine like the same day. I can't remember which one had come, whichever one came out later. He went and bought that, and then he got the other at the exact same time. And man, that was a good ass weekend, I tell you. Mario Sunshine and Resident Evil Remake. I was like blown away by the Resident Evil Remake graphics too. I could not believe what I was seeing, you know what I mean? I was just like, holy shit, like, what is going on out here? Oh my god, look at this, you guys. Look at this. I'm in a, I know this is gonna sound so fucking nerdy. I'm in a fight stick group on Facebook and I just saw these sticks. Dude, I'm so are these official? If these are official. Oh my god, look at that king one. That is probably the best looking. He has a golden lever in there. Golden lever, gamer finger buttons, beautiful. Yeah, that's official. That's 103 out of 300. The Venom one, I don't know if that's official or engraved, but he has a golden lever in both of these. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. See, this is what I love about fight sticks. Like, they're so customizable. You can do whatever the fuck you want with them. I think I like 2 the most. I feel that the added section to the mansion and remake was kind of... Oh, you mean like the graveyard section where you go down and use the death masks or whatever? Yeah, that definitely wasn't in the original. I mean, I don't feel like it was unnecessary, but I definitely, you know, padded things out. And, like, I don't understand what would have been so wrong about just... you know, keeping the pacing the same, but the thing that's good about it is, oh no, I mean, they also added the Lisa stuff too, right? They added like that little outdoor area where you go to Lisa's cabin or whatever. That wasn't in the original either. And then they added that underground section where you get the stone insert for the gate that's behind the stairs. Yeah. Yeah, Spike Hallway with the rail car, that's another one, yeah. There's a few. I gotta blow my nose. There's a few, actually. Oh, God. I just went ahead and turned my air off because I think where it's under 60 degrees outside, I think it's freezing up. So I'm just going to leave the air off all night and see if that helps. I mean, it's cold outside, so it should eventually cool down in here. But me just unnecessarily running AC when it is not necessary is kind of dumb. If it's lower temperature outside than the temperature you're starting to set on your AC, you probably don't need cold air running on your AC. Just a general rule of thumb. Yeah, and I also didn't like the choices that they gave you in Remake, like where you have to choose whether or not to give Barry his gun or whatever. I don't understand why they added those, but I really do like the Crimson Heads. I like the Crimson Head edition because it adds another layer of difficulty, because in the original, once you kill everything, yeah, the hunters come in later, but all the zombies you killed, they're just gone forever. So if you kill the hunters, you're just like wandering around an empty mansion. So the Crimson Heads give you another degree of difficulty for the latter half of the game. So I do like that. I really like the Crimson Head edition. I think that was a great idea. You know, you can't just run around in a completely empty mansion after you kill everything with a ton of ammo. You know, there's still things to be aware of, even that late in the game. So that's very cool. Why do I have a recommended video called Daft Punk Pee is Stored in the Balls? I get some of the weirdest I get some of the weirdest recommendations ever. The weirdest fucking recommendations ever. And I get it. Like, I search for very bizarre stuff. Like, here lately, I've been searching a ton for arcade parts, like Industrious Lorenzo parts and everything. And so now it's been giving me a combination of like death metal, power violence, emo violence, hardcore music with arcade stick and arcade cabinet refurbishment videos, with drum videos, with skate videos, and fucking like the amount of weird recommendations showing up in here is just insane. There's choice in OG, like wait for Barry to bring the right, but it doesn't like give you a selection on screen. Like, and most of the time you're not even really aware of it. It's just happening, and you can choose to do one thing or another. But in the remake, they actually give you a choice, like take the gun or give him the gun. Or no, give him the gun or keep it. That type of thing. Creeping Distress. Haven't heard this one in a while. But yeah, I think that I'll be excited for when RE3 comes out. I don't know when it's supposed to come out on GOG, but once the whole trilogy is there, that would definitely be a stream. Like, I know the games well enough now that I could probably complete 3 in a stream, but it would probably take me like 15, 16 hours because I don't know them as well as I do the Silent Hill games still. But you know, some practice and doing a little bit of research can go a long way. So I could very well, you know, see a PS1 GOG Resident Evil Trilogy marathon coming about in the future, you know. Calamari is so fucking good, dude. But no, I think that'd be super, super fun. Nah, man. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like it's the weekend already, even though it's literally Monday night. Well, it's Tuesday morning now, but you get the idea. I can't believe I've stuck to my schedule for like 4 straight weeks now. That's the craziest part of it all. I've stuck to my Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule for like 3 straight weeks. Now, if OBS didn't fuck me, this could have been a longer stream, but it did fuck me because I had to reboot OBS and update it and reboot it like 30 times before it would finally link to my Twitch account. And just doing a little bit of research, apparently it's been messing with other people's stuff too, so yeah, if I didn't have to sit here and reboot OBS for half an hour, then we could have started way earlier, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Heck, most of you guys are either further back in time than me, like Central Time Zone, or going further west in the US, or you're not even from the US. So, the times that I stream obviously don't bother you guys, so. But, yeah. Yeah, and I also think that there's just so much coming out here soon. Like, the Marvel collection, I wasn't gonna play it, but I'm actually kind of curious about playing it now, because when that new stick comes in, I would like to try a game like that. There's also, of course, the Dead Rising remasters coming out. I'm definitely gonna play that. The Fears to Fathom game. Oh yeah, the Fears to Fathom game is coming out this week. The final episode of what we hope will only be season 1. I hope they do another season. Yes, MVC2. I've never played MVC2 in my life, but it looks very fun, and I would like to play it on an American arcade stick. The final episode of the Fears to Fathom series comes out this Friday. It's called Woodbury Getaway. I've already pre-ordered it or whatever. I'm pretty sure I did, at least. Can you even pre-order it? I thought I remembered doing that. Well, either way, it's in my wish list, so the picosecond that shit comes out, we're gonna play it. Fears to Fathom Woodbury Getaway is going to come out in 2 days. Let's fucking go. On Thursday it comes out. I will absolutely stream it that day. I don't care if it's a Thursday, we will stream it that day. I'll just skip Wednesday. How about that? And we'll play Woodbury Getaway. 2 is basically one whole encyclopedia. Yes. So is Third Strike. Third Strike is very much a knowledge check type game, you know? You can't just hold forward and try. Oh yeah, Kendo, did you see the round that I showed earlier? Check this out, dude. Check out this Third Strike round that I had the other day. So it was me versus a 12. Alright, check out round 2 here. Get my shit off the screen. So there's no audio because it's a Fightcade replay, but basically I get 1 EX Fireball knockdown and I just dominate from there. I wait, split second after they wake up, I wait like just barely. You see, he's already stood up, he's woken up, and then I just go for the target combo confirm into super, hit that, and then I dash up and I see he's standing up again, so I go low, and I hit that, and I get the Kara cancel on the second one, and I wait. He was doing this a bunch, so I just parry an instant uppercut. Look at that shit. Nothing in Street Fighter 4 feels as good as that. Period. Nothing feels as good as that. Boom. You can parry that twice, but you don't have to. If you really want to be fancy, you can parry it twice. If you're like really on the lookout for that S rank or whatever, you can parry it twice, but yeah, just one is enough to get the uppercut out. Yeah, and I like the violent Ken color too. Some people call it like Surfer Ken because he has like the bleached hair and the super and the sunburn or whatever, but I call it violent Ken. I did have to remove one of my YouTube videos here recently because, well, I don't want to say, but let's just say there was an issue with the music that was in the video. And to get ahead of any, you know, potential issues with it down the line, I just went ahead and removed it. Because if my channel ever gets to the point that it's like monetized, which I'm not really too concerned about that, but if that ever did happen, that video would probably come back to bite me in the ass. So I had to remove the Did Silent Hill 2 Ruin Silent Hill video. I had to remove that off my YouTube channel. Sucks, but whatever. I don't care. I can remake it too. I still have the project files and everything. I'm also working on some audio tutorial videos, which should be really cool. I'm working on a microphone audio tutorial video for this. Very basic, just how to set your stuff depending on what you're using and stuff like that. So I've already done one, but it was just very, very basic and it didn't do a whole lot for people. So I want to go more advanced, dude, more advanced. Man, I think this is Prosonic Fairy Tale. It is, yes. Which sounds like just like a more ethereal version of the Day of Night. And that's the other thing. I have to be careful with the Silent Hill 2 music, man. It's getting my shit demonetized left and right. Because some of those songs are going to be remixed for the new game, so you have to be careful with them now. But no, you guys have heard me say this 1,000,001 times here recently. Get out, please, and walk. As Wang and my zipper has been talking about, as I've been talking about endlessly, get out and walk. That's like, can't advise that more. Like it will seriously change your life if you get used to doing it, and you'll be motivated to eat better because you're out walking, and it just builds from there, you know? Nothing but positive. That's all it is. I gotta get back on the horse tomorrow for sure. I haven't walked in a couple days, so I gotta get back to it. And you know, hearing Wang saying that he's out doing it motivates me to get back out there as well. I gotta start getting my 10K a day. Get proper sleep, you get 10K steps, you just feel it's night and day, dude. There's no difference. Or there's no comparison to how shitty you feel when you don't do it, you know what I mean? It's so necessary. So necessary. But anyways, I'm sorry guys for the shorter stream tonight. You know, this was really just a stream to finish the rest of RE2. I didn't figure that it would be done that quick. But yeah, I'm going to try to pack in as much sleep as I can tonight. We'll be back Wednesday night. If Woodbury Getaway comes out like right at midnight, we'll play it immediately. So I may start a little bit later Wednesday night specifically for that purpose. But with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. So breaking those chains in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, that reverb.